Erica Lynn Speaks podcast is a place where you can grow beyond your limitations and make an impact on the world. I am Erica Lynn. I will teach you how to take the restraints off of you, begin to live free, and become unstoppable. Go to ericalynnspeaks.com.
I say Erica Lynn Speaks. Erica Lynn Speaks.
Hello. This is Erica Lynn, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Erica Lynn Speaks podcast. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. It's Friday. You guys, it is December. We are rolling in December. The end of the year is here. It's almost Christmas, and it's time to start over all over again, right? I'm just so excited because this has been a long journey. We've all have experienced this pandemic. We've all gone through the shutdown. We've needed nothing more than healing, growth, inspiration. We needed to keep moving forward. But man, this has been a challenging year. It's been challenging for me. So I know if it's been challenging for me, it's been challenging for many of you guys. And so I always like to come on these Friday live podcasts and make sure that I'm providing inspiration, because we made it through the end of the year, you guys. We made it through this pandemic, and we're going to continue to make it. We're going to continue to keep pushing forward. We're going to continue to keep growing. But when we come here on these Friday lives, that means it is time for us to play big. It's another wonderful opportunity for you to play big in your lives, or whatever things that you have going on. This is time for you to play big. So thank you for joining me again on Erica Lynn Speaks podcast, because we're going to do what? We're going to play big. We're going to continue with the sixth technique, which is need. See, last week we focused on inspiration. You know, I wanted to inspire you guys and motivate you guys in order to move forward. But this week, we're going to focus on what you need, how to reevaluate and reassess what you need. But before I get started, make sure you share this video with everyone in your timeline, or start a watch party. Start a watch party so that they can watch it with you, because we want them to play big alongside of you, right? I want everybody to win. It's just as simple as that. I want everyone to win. I want you guys to win. I want to win. And I want everybody that's connected to you to win. So in order to help them win, make sure you share this video. And if you're joining us for the first time, give me a thumbs up. Say, hey, Erica, I'm here on the podcast. Let me know what platform you're joining me on, because we're streaming on several different platforms. So I like community engagement. So please say, hi, Erica, I'm here. And if you have any questions as we go through this podcast, please make sure you ask them, because I am going to do my best to answer the questions, and so that we both can grow together, right? And I can reassess and reevaluate the needs that you have. Is that okay with you guys? That's all right. So, okay. So now in this, what you need to do is, going forward, you started on the journey of the 7 techniques of healing. You've been making progress in your life. You've been moving forward. You've been doing the things that you need to do. But now it's time for you to stop and reevaluate your life, and so that you can really understand the past, so that the past was not in vain, but the past was like a lesson for you going forward. Hey, Marsha, how are you? Thank you for joining us. And I haven't learned how to make the messages show up so that you guys can see them. But that's my next thing on learning how to do. All right. Marsha is here with us. She's joining us today on this Friday's live. Marsha, how are you doing today? How are you? You know, how are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling blessed? I had to move my little chat box around. So anyway, you need to stop and reevaluate your life and understand your past, so that moving forward is a lesson. Not only is that it's a lesson, but it also helps you to move forward. So it takes time to heal. It takes time to have a whole lot of patience to heal and get well, because it can be draining. How many felt drained when you were going through something and you were trying to heal, like all the crying and things that you did, and you was just like, oh, just totally drained? Well, it takes a whole lot of time, patience, effort, love, perseverance. I mean, you have to put your best foot forward in order to get the results that you want. And see, when I tell people that you have to be willing to do the work that is required, I am so serious. You have to put the work, because if you put the work in, then you're just going to keep going back through that same past pain or hurt or trauma that you experienced, or you're going to get into a new relationship. And I always talk about this all the time. You're going to get into a new relationship with someone and you're going to make him pay or her pay for what somebody else did, right? And we don't want that. We want to heal from those pains and hurts so that when we get into a new relationship, that we love them, they love us, and we love them, and we're able to have a whole happy relationship, like both parties in the relationship, we both are playing big together. So that's why I always say playing big, because playing big doesn't always necessarily mean getting that $1 million house, that fancy car. Playing big means living the best life that you can live, living your best life. And if the people that's connected to you, making sure that together you guys are living the best life possible. How does that sound? Marsha, I'm loving the comments. Marsha down here, throw it down. God bless you. So what does that mean? That healing is not an overnight success. It is not an overnight process. It is where you must wake up tomorrow and everything is perfect. That's just not the real world, right? You wake up tomorrow, and everything is going. That's just not the way it is. You have to go through the process. You can wake up tomorrow and smile, and when you smile, you say, "I'm ready to take life on. I'm really ready to deal with the things that has been holding me back and hindering me." And that brings you a smile because you say you're ready to face your challenges. So you have to patiently and willingly be willing to go through the steps to heal. You have to, let me say that again, you have to be patiently and willingly ready to go through the steps of healing. And I always like to repeat myself just in case somebody didn't hear me the first time, that you guys were clear about what I said the second time. So you want to ask yourself some deep questions like, what is it that you want to heal from? So when you reevaluate and reassess yourself, you ask yourself that in the beginning. What is it that I want to heal from? Now you're going to ask yourself that again. Did I actually heal from those things? Is there more things that I need to heal from? So I might have fixed the first areas of my life, but now is there other areas in my life that I need to heal from or fix or tweak so that I can play big? And then you want to know, was the trauma in your life caused you to feel stuck or to be stuck? So in other words, there's places in our life right now, you guys are not exercising your fullest potential. You're not playing as big as you possibly want to. And you want to ask yourself, did that experience that I had, that experience that I went through, is it what's causing me to be stuck? Is it what's causing me to feel stuck? See, I don't know if don't nobody know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, when you don't feel good, you don't look good, you don't act good, and you feel like you just can't move forward. You feel like you just can't grow. You like, why is things not happening? Why is things not happening to the way I want them to happen? In other words, why is my money not right? I can't meet ends meet. I can't pay my bills. I can't pay my car note. I barely can put food on the table. And you feel stuck because there is an answer to everything. There is a way to accomplish it, to achieve it, to go towards your goal. But when you feel stuck, baby, you just like, how do I achieve this goal? How do I move forward? How do I put food on the table? You don't have any energy. You can't, your brain is not clear. You can't solve the equation. You guys know my favorite equation. I like to share my favorite equation with you guys. Oh, here I go. My favorite equation is simply this: healing plus playing big equals playing bigger. So when we went through the 7 techniques of healing, and we go into more detail in the One Step Beyond You signature group coaching program, but this formula is so profound because when you heal and you add it to playing big, what does that equate to, Marsha? It equals to you playing bigger than you have ever played before in your life. That means that when you have food challenges or money challenges, now you like, I've healed the areas that keep me stuck. And now I'm ready to play big. I'm not going to let anything stop me from making the money that I need to make in order to put food on my table, in order to make sure that I meet my necessary needs of my family, myself, whatever it is that I need. So, but when you are not healed, then there's no way that you can really play big, because you're going to add brokenness with playing big, and it's not going to equate to you playing bigger. What is going to equate to you doing is going back to a process that you need to heal again. That's right. It's going to go, look, Marsha says on the couch. That's right. It's going to equate to you sitting on the couch and not exercising your full potential. And I've been a victim of that in the past. I'm the one to admit, before I got to where I am now, I could not play big because I had to go through my healing process. But look, I've gone through my healing process. I've written, developed, and authored the 7 techniques of healing, created the One Step Beyond You signature group coaching, online coaching program. I'm a speaker. I did a motivational album. But when I was broken, I could not create none of that. But once I healed, I was able to play big. Now, baby, I'm playing bigger than I have ever played before. You guys see my timeline. You see me speaking, being booked to speak at speaking events during a pandemic, creating new programs, working with some of the best people in the industry. But I would not have been able to do that if I had not gone through my process of healing. So that is what is so important. Going through your process of healing allows you to simply solve this equation. Healing plus playing big equals playing bigger. And what do I say about healing? I simply tell you, healing is the core essence of healing is the core essence of healing is for you to identify and become the best version of you. Let me get that right. Healing means the core essence of healing is for you to identify and become the best version of you. So that's what I mean. So when I say to people about healing, some people think that a person that needs to be healed, they're distraught. They're just broke down. But really, what about the moms that's in the household? And I say this all the time. You're the mom, right? So you're responsible for the cooking and the cleaning and being the wife and taking the kids to school and doing the laundry and helping with homework and being the chauffeur and everything else. But you forget about yourself in the process. And in the process of you forgetting about yourself, you become broken. You become what we call the imposter, right? When people ask you how you're doing, you like, I'm fine. But really you dying in the inside, because what you really want to say is, what about me? What about me? I need time. I want to take a bubble bath. I want to love on me. I want to go on a vacation. I don't want to get up and make you breakfast in the morning. Go make your own breakfast. I don't want to take you to school. You have somebody else take you to school, but you don't have the luxury to do that. So in the process, you lose yourself in the process. That is a form of brokenness. That is a form of a mom that needs to be healed, because it's, imagine when the mom heals, when the mom say, hey, I've had enough. I'm broken. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. I need to get myself together so that once I can love myself wholeheartedly, then I look at all of what I can produce. So then when mom begins to heal, and her healing plus playing big is she's produced these wonderful children. Now she's able to take them to school or hire somebody to help with homework. She's able to navigate through her life, her kids' life, her spouse's life. And don't say if mom got a job, she has to have another hat. So moms have 4 hats. And when you're broken and you're trying to wear 4 hats, mom can't play big. Mom has got to go somewhere and sit down somewhere. She can't play big. So the whole purpose, the whole concept of to solve the equation, the whole concept of the 7 techniques of healing is for you to identify the areas in your life that need healing, fixing, tweaking, whether it's trauma, abuse, the loss of a loved one. Let's identify the areas of your life so that you can fix them. Once you fix them, once you begin to move forward, now you've gone through the other steps: healing, educate, action, leap, inspire. Now we are at chapter 6, need. See, when you dig deep, because you don't gone through these steps, now you're going to dig deep and you're going to say, what do I need? So this is where you reevaluate what you need. You reevaluate the things in your life so that when you reevaluate them, now you're going to say, what has helped me when I went through this process? What don't I need anymore? Or it helped me get this far, so I don't need it anymore, but I need something else. So when you reevaluate yourself and reassess the things that now you can begin to eliminate some of those things. So in other words, if you feel that you healed from a certain area, now you want to reevaluate and say, is this something else that I need to fix? Because oftentimes when you fix areas in your life, now you go, okay, I need to address this. So you can address them step by step by step. And once you continue to address the areas, then you're able to move forward. I'll give you a little example. So, and I'll share a story about me. So what did I have to do? I had to address the issues in my life, right? I had to heal first. Once I healed the things that was holding me back, the abuse, the trauma, my father leaving, feeling abandoned, all those things. So once I healed all of those things, then what was next for me? I wanted to play big. How did I want to play big? I wanted to become a speaker. I wanted to be a transformational coach. I wanted to touch lives all over the world. I wanted to get on camera and speak. All of these things that I wanted to do. But once I reached out and I started this process, if many of you have been around me since the very beginning of my process, when I first got on camera, it was like, oh, I'm Erica Lynn, and welcome to One Step Beyond You podcast. Okay. So how can we address that? I needed to build my confidence and my self-esteem. I needed to take some classes. So what I'm simply saying is, once you heal, then you can start playing big, taking classes, going back to school at 60 years old if you choose to, going for a promotion, no longer sitting being the regular employee telling your boss, hey, I'm coming for your job, so watch yourself. Leaving that job, stepping out on faith and starting your own company, blessing people all over the world with that invention that you had, with that great idea that's inside of your mind. So when you do that, now the results that come from you playing big is that you're playing bigger, because now it's time for you to move on to the next level. And you're going to continue to keep growing and growing and growing. And the more that you grow, the equation always stays the same. Heal plus playing big equals playing bigger. So when you get to a top level, right, where we all kind of digress a little bit and you kind of feel like you've fallen or wavering a little bit, now you want to reevaluate and reassess your needs. Again, you may have to go back through some of the techniques that you went through before to help get you to where you are now, so that now you can keep playing bigger and bigger. So always keep these techniques with you. Always have the 7 techniques follow you along, because they're never going to go away. Anybody who has experienced the trauma, anybody have experienced anything, they know that is a lifelong journey. You're going to always have to, how can I say this? You're going to always have to depend on the tools that you learned along the way, meaning your support system, the breathing techniques, a lot of the other things that we teach you in the 7 techniques of healing. But you're going to have to rely on those things to help carry you through, because life is not going to stop coming at you. Life is not going to stop. You're not going to stop living, right? Right, Marsha? You're going to stay. You're going to keep living. You're going to keep moving forward. That's right. Marsha says, step out on faith. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, again, so in order to heal, you must fully understand what has stopped you from living your life, and so that you can fix it and keep moving forward. So after you have started on your journey, as we have discussed, going through the first 5 chapters, and when you have reevaluate what you need in the beginning and you begin to move forward, you need to understand what you need at this point, whether if you need to get another, well, you got a therapist in the beginning. If you need to continue on your sessions, do so. Don't have a stigma against getting a therapist. They're great. Trust me. Trust me, I'm not telling you something that I don't know. Even some of the greatest, most successful people got therapists, 5 or 6 therapists, honey, because there's a lot to deal with things in the world, dealing with people and things in life. It's a lot. So you have to have somebody that you can unleash to, such as a therapist, such as a coach, as myself. And this is how I'm able to see. It's easy for me to help coach my clients because I've had my own share of experiences and I understand where you're coming from and where you're trying to go. And so that's why I make sure that I provide tools and techniques, but I provide them outside of me, other services and resources that you need outside of me. And so therefore, after you have either gotten a therapist or you hired me as a coach, if you say that that's not something that you want, then there was other tools like the Step Beyond You group coaching program. Many people have come into the One Step Beyond You group coaching program and have gained a lot of success. And so that might be a resource that you want to need, but there's always programs out here for you, but you have to find what best fits you. So now things have changed. You have moved forward. You have reevaluated. You have reassessed your needs. You have thought about, okay, this not working. I need to try something else. That is simply what you do in chapter 6, meaning reevaluate and reassess the things that you need. So make sure that you have done some of the things that help give you release. If you did it once, you might need to do it again, such as go to the graveyard site. And if you've lost a loved one and you need to go and see to make you feel better, if you need to have another level of healing, going to the graveyard site and talking to them and saying, hey, I'm loving you. I'm feeling a certain kind of way, and being able to get all those things out. That's something that might be a need for you at that point. And one of the things that was a need for me was I actually had to file the divorce papers. So I went through the process of trying to fix everything and stay in the marriage and blah, blah, blah. But my final step after I reevaluated and reassessed, then after that conversation with my dad, I filed the divorce papers. But whatever it is for you, because that was very hurtful and traumatic experience for me. Nobody wants to go through a divorce. Nobody wants to lose the person that they think they're going to spend the rest of their life with. But I had to go through my techniques. I had to reevaluate. I had to reassess what I need so that I can move forward. And that's simply what I want you guys to do. I want you to reevaluate, reassess so that you can move forward. And next week, we're going to talk about chapter 7, the final chapter of the 7 techniques of healing, which is growth. And we're going to get into that deeper next Friday. So make sure you guys are here at 5 o'clock on the 5 p.m. live with me, Erica Lynn. Make sure you share this video with everyone you know. And what's important to me is that you guys get the things that you need. So if you need a one-on-one coach, then you can call me up or go to my website, ericalynnspeaks.com, and say, hey, Erica, I want to work with you one-on-one. I want somebody that I can talk to directly to guide me, walk with me, pray with me, love with me, help me get to where I need to be, because I am tired of carrying what I've been carrying. I am tired of feeling weighed down. I want to play big, Erica. I'm ready to follow your equation of healing plus playing big. I'm ready to play bigger. Then all you have to do is reach out to me and I'll be there. But then there's those of you who say, hey, Erica, I'm not ready to work one-on-one, but I do need to be in an environment. And you guys, I have created a wonderful, wonderful online group coaching program that provides so much for you guys. You have a lot other like-minded individuals in this program that's going to pray with you. They're going to provide opportunities. Perhaps they may even open up doors that you didn't even see coming. Also, we have a bi-weekly live Q&A with me, Erica Lynn, to answer all your questions and provide the materials that you need. In addition to that, we are going to have some proven professionals that's going to come on the bi-weekly and they're going to talk to you. We have like anxiety coaches that's going to be there. I have developmental coaches. I'm going to have a special friend that's a special PR and branding coach that's going to come in. Because remember, when I say once you heal, you're ready to play big. So I don't want you to just come in and say, okay, Erica, I heal, but what's next? So Erica's going to help you heal, and I'm going to bring in some proven professionals to help you go to the next level, to tweak your mind and say, what's my next level? I've healed. I'm ready to open that business, or I'm ready to be the next Kevin Hart or the next Lisa Nichols. Well, honey, I have some wonderful, successful entrepreneurs that's going to come in and offer that, provide that information. But first, we're going to go through the information that you need that means the most to you. So that's why I've gotten some of the best coaches in the land, relationship coaches. Like I said, I've had a podcast interview with an anxiety coach. Oh, she was phenomenal, because a lot of people deal with anxiety. And so we're going to give you some tools and techniques on how you deal with your current anxiety so that you can move forward. And all you guys have to do is go to the One Step Beyond You group coaching program on my website. And there's just so many things that's in the program. I'll be here all night trying to tell you. So in order to find out, you just go to my website and that information is there. I thank you guys for joining me today. I love the interaction. How you doing, Pam Perry? Yay. And then Marsha, would you say, Marsha? She'll be here next time. Thank you, Marsha. Marsha will be joining us next Friday. Hi, Nairi. Oh, she love it. And I went to school with Nairi. She's such a beautiful woman. Such a beautiful woman. Has so much to offer the world. Thank you for joining me this week. And we even have my brother on this live this week, Will. Hey, Big Will. I love you too. Right. So anyway, you guys, the Friday lives, they're not long lives, because I know you guys got something to do, right? I don't know. I know you're not hitting the streets because we in quarantine. However, I hope that I was able to add some value to your life, give you something to think about, to know that in order to get to where you want to go, or in order to reach your goals, there are steps that you must go through. There's a process to everything that you do in life. If you bypass the process and go straight to plan big, trust me, life has a funny way of making you start all over again and going through the process. So if you go through the process the right way the first time, then you're not going to have to repeat it again later on in life. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And that's in my personal life, my professional life. It's proven. My coaches will tell you, I work hard. I'm probably one of the clients that they have that work harder than any other client that they have. And you know why I work so hard? Is because I did not go through the process in the beginning, and life just kept busting me in my head to where I had to repeat it again. And the lesson that I learned was, if I give it all the first time, then I won't have to do it again, because then I have gone through my process of healing, and I've played big. And baby, I'm ready to play bigger than I've ever played before in my life. Well, I love you guys. That's my time. I'm Erica Lynn. I love you, and I'll see you guys next week on next Friday's live. And just remember, it only takes just one step beyond you. And I'll leave you guys with the commercial. God bless you.
Erica Lynn has designed group workshops for you to join with others who are experiencing similar obstacles to yours, one-on-one coaching sessions with Erica Lynn and other professionals who are also committed to helping you focus on your healing, guided workbooks, and much, much more. If you haven't joined the One Step Beyond You community of growth, you still have time. Go now to ericalynnspeaks.com and sign up for the One Step Beyond You signature program. Realize your full purpose in life by allowing Erica Lynn to help you break free from your boundaries, break free beyond your limitations, elevate your power, and move into the biggest step forward in your life.
This podcast was brought to you by ericalynnspeaks.com. Sign up for your free consultation today at ericalynnspeaks.com/work with me. And just remember, it only takes just one step beyond
you. I say Erica Lynn Speaks.